Hey guys, okay, so the next book I'm going to be reviewing, I actually just finished reviewing a book called Matched, which is my favorite book. Um, this next book that I'm going to read, I liked it. I didn't like it as much as I like Matched. The first book in this series was really good. The second one, not so much. I believe there was only two in this series. If there is a third one, it hasn't come out yet. So yeah, I want to say it comes out in like May or something, or March of next year, like whatever. The first book of the series, called Delirium, is decent. I wouldn't read it again, but I don't regret reading it. Well, actually, no, I probably will read it again just because when the third book comes out, I'm gonna read it again. It's basically about like the future where they decided that one of the reasons for like all of the hurt in the world now, like our time, is because of love. So they go and they basically just like outlaw love. Like you're not allowed to love, and they convince you that like it's a disease instead of like how we look at it as like something happy. Like when you're in love, like it's an amazing feeling. They look at it as a disease because like when you're in love, you'll do bad things for the other person, like you devote your life to them and like all these crazy things. And I mean, I guess if you think about it, love is kind of a disease, but it's a good disease, not a bad disease, how these guys look at it. But it's about this girl who she falls in love with somebody who, like, okay, when you turn a certain age, you get this like procedure done where they take love out of your brain. Like there's a section of your brain that like it's like what tells you to love someone or something, but they just take it out. Which, I mean, you think like, oh, okay, like so they just don't love people, like whatever. But it's a bigger deal than you might think. Like parents are abusing their kids because they don't love them. They're just like their kids, and it's like they do something wrong, it's like gonna beat the crap out of you, like that was dumb. But basically you get the procedure when you're like 16-ish, somewhere around there, 15, 16, and it takes out love. But before you get the procedure done is when you kind of pick like it's the person you're gonna like spend the rest of your life with. Like they give you like a test where you just like kind of like answer questions, and like you go into an interview and they kind of decide who you're gonna marry. They give you like 3 options and whatever. And basically that's the only, I keep saying basically, sorry, that's the only person you're really allowed to hang out with until you get the procedure. And like when you get the procedure, you're labeled as cured, and you get a little scar here that's like 3 dots or something, and that's how like they can tell that you're cured, and also it's on your card. And the girl meets a guy that's supposedly cured. Whoops. Isn't actually cured, but yeah. And she falls in love with him, and everything just gets all messed up, and it's crazy. And then something bad happens at the very end of the book. Yeah. Oh, and the girl's mom supposedly killed herself because of the disease, well, love. And it's just so like, it's a very complex plot. Like the mom killed herself, so the girl just like, her dad died and the mom killed herself or something weird, so she lives with like her aunt, and yeah, it's really weird. But like they think the mom killed herself, but then it turns out something else, and the mom had the procedure done like 4 times or something, and she's about to get it done the 5th time, which is why she killed herself. But it turns out she was only like in jail or something. Like the whole thing is like, whoa, holy shit. And there's people that live, like, this whole thing is bordered in. Like, there's, like, fences and stuff keeping everyone in. Like, there's people that live outside in the wild. And, like, you meet a couple of those people, and it's really cool. But at the end of the book, something really bad happens, like, really bad. And you're like, no! You get so upset. And in the second book, like, you're sitting there, and the entire time you're thinking, no, I wish that bad thing didn't happen. But then you find out at the end of the second book that it didn't actually happen. Like, what the fuck? But, like, they don't even tell. Oh. Okay, long story short, somebody at the end of the book dies. I'm not going to tell you who it is, what it is. Someone dies, or at least you think so. And at the end of the second book, like, literally the last sentence of the second book, I'm going to read it. But I'm going to take out the guys. Like, the guy and the girl, like, all their names. I can't even, like, I was mind blown when I read it. Honestly, I was actually a little upset because I would have liked the second book a lot better if I would have known that this is what was going to happen. Come on. I gotta find the page. Oh. Oh, okay, so somebody's standing there, and they ask one of the girls, like, oh, like, do you promise, like, you'll be there for me no matter what? And she says, yes. And then you hear a voice from behind her that says, don't believe her. And, like, you're sitting there, like, who the hell's talking? Like, who is that behind her, like, telling her don't believe her? She sits there, and the very last little thing from the book is impossible. I close my eyes and reopen him. The boy from a dream, from a different lifetime, a boy brought back from the dead. And then she says the name of the guy that died. It's like, wait a minute, so he didn't die? It's like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god. Like, ah. It's crazy. Oh my god. My laptop just came unplugged a little. There we go. I just, ugh. Yeah. I kind of wanted to, like, that's kind of a little bit of a spoiler. That he comes back to life, like, after reading the first one, and you're starting to read the second one, you'll be like, oh wait, he's not dead, so this is okay. But honestly, I wish somebody would have told me that he's not actually dead, because then I would have liked the book better. Because I'm sitting there like, ugh, like, he's dead, like, I don't want him to be dead, like, What was really annoying is, like, the very end of the first book, they don't really say that he's dead, like, there's explosions going on, and you're kind of like, alright, whatever. But then the beginning of the first book, they start off by saying, like, the chapters are weird, like, it goes now, then, like, that's how they did chapters. But then it goes ahead. It says, like, now, and it's like, oh, I wish he was here, like, stuff like that, and it's like, no, you're kidding me, no, it's like, no, he's actually dead, and, like, I wanted to cry. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Mwah. Love you guys.